2 years to the day after losing in the final of the 2016 European Championship on home soil, France booked their place in the final of the 2018 World Cup with a 1-0 victory over Belgium, narrowly besting their northern neighbours in a thrilling, end-to-end affair at the Krestovsky Stadium in St. Petersburg, Russia. More, latest 2018 World Cup news, Samuel Umtiti scored the game's only goal. The 19-year-old Kylian Mbappe will undoubtedly be remembered as the star of 2018's first semi-final for his constant threat on the counter-attack, and one moment of individual flair and brilliance against a packed-in Belgian defense. Hugo Lloris began the battle of the goalkeepers when he denied one of four current and former Tottenham Hotspur teammates turned foe, thwarting the game's first clear-cut scoring chance in the 22nd minute. Toby Alderweireld corralled the ball in the box after Nasser Chadli's corner kick near the penalty spot. Alderweireld turned on the ball and fired through a sea of bodies toward Lloris' right-hand post, but the French captain went full stretch to make a stunning save. Lloris' opposite number and London rival, Chelsea's Thibaut Courtois, made a save nearly as impressive 6 minutes before half-time, denying Benjamin Pavard, who made a long, underlapping run into the penalty area and fired toward the far post from a tight angle with a reactive kick save. Click here for live and on-demand coverage of the World Cup online and via the NBC Sports app. France needed just 6 second-half minutes to find the breakthrough, and it came as so many goals have done during this tournament, via a set piece. Watch here. 69 of this World Cup's 158 goals have been scored from set pieces. Antoine Griezmann served it up to the near post, where Marouane Fellaini was matched up against Umtiti, but it was the Barcelona defender who won the battle for positioning and rose highest to head past Courtois. Lloris was forced to come up big again in the 81st minute, when Axel Witsel unloaded a swerving drive toward his left-hand post. Hit from all of 25 yards out, Witsel's shot violently moved left to right, but Lloris got two hands behind it and punched it away to safety. Live World Cup scores. France will now wait 24 hours to learn who they'll face in Sunday's final in Moscow. England are favourites against Croatia, but that has meant very little, as in, next to nothing, during this tournament. Follow at Andy. The MLS today might just be the day Samuel Umtiti becomes a World Cup semi-finals hero in France after heading home the opening goal to put Les Bleus ahead of Belgium in Tuesday's Final Four clash in St. Petersburg, Russia. Watch Live World Cup semi-final, France v Belgium, for 50 minutes. The Western European neighbours thrilled and excited, but each and every attacking advance proved futile, with most of the thanks and/or blame going to world-class goalkeepers Hugo Lloris and Thibaut Courtois. More, latest 2018 World Cup news. Then, in the 51st minute, Umtiti bested Marouane Fellaini, a noted aerial specialist himself, to get his head to Antoine Griezmann's corner kick. Courtois couldn't react quick enough to cover his near post, and France went 1-0 ahead. Follow at Andy. The MLS. After what seemed like an eternity, the 2018 World Cup semi-finals are finally here. More, latest 2018 World Cup news, from St. Petersburg. It's a battle between two Western European nations that share a 385-mile border as France takes on Belgium. The Red Devils have been the darlings of the tournament, having come back from a 2-goal deficit to beat Japan in thrilling fashion before dispatching Brazil in the World Cup quarter-finals. France, on the other hand, have looked good but never great, except in flashes on the counter-attack in the wild 4-3 win over Argentina in the round of 16. Facing arguably the best, or second best after Argentina, front three, France will have a lot on its plate defensively. But Belgium manager Roberto Martinez is clearly worried about France's attackers, including Antoine Griezmann and Kylian Mbappe, bringing in Moussa Dembélé in a three-man holding midfield trio. Click here for live and on-demand coverage of the World Cup online and via the NBC Sports app. Tuesday's match promises to be yet another exciting, dramatic match in a World Cup that has been filled to the brim with drama. 2018 World Cup schedule, Tuesday, July 10th, quarterfinals, France vs Belgium, St. Petersburg, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, live coverage. Riyad Mahrez is finally getting his big money move. According to multiple reports in England, Mahrez is closer than ever to completing a long-reported $80 million transfer move to Manchester City, where he'll join the Premier League champion as it looks to repeat in the league and finally win the UEFA Champions League. More, latest 2018 World Cup news. The Leicester City midfielder, who is reportedly expected to sign a contract worth $13.8 million per season, was left behind in England as Leicester City travelled to Mahrez's native France for pre-season training. The Telegraph reported the move could be completed by this weekend. It's a big move for both Mahrez and Leicester City, adding a proven Premier League attacking star that will add to the squad's depth, while bringing in more funds for Leicester City to spend on improving its roster. Unfortunately for Leicester, it's another blow in breaking up the 2016 Premier League Championship side, which has since lost both N'Golo Kanté and Danny Drinkwater, though Jamie Vardy has remained. Here's some more transfer news from across the Premier League and Europe. More, the Cristiano Ronaldo era at Real Madrid is over. The Ronaldo era at Juventus is just beginning. Real Madrid confirmed multiple reports on Tuesday, stating that it had agreed a transfer with Juventus for the Portuguese star forward. Italian newspaper Gazzetta dello Sport reports that the transfer was agreed for $123 million, with Ronaldo signing a 4-year contract worth more than $35 million per season. More, latest 2018 World Cup news. Real Madrid released a statement thanking Ronaldo for his 9 seasons with Los Blancos in Spain's capital. Real Madrid CF communicates that, in response to the will and request expressed by the player Cristiano Ronaldo, he has agreed to transfer to Juventus FC. Today, Real Madrid wants to express its gratitude to a player who has proved to be the best in the world and who has marked one of the brightest times in the history of our club and world football. More.